I left my husband broke after finding out he had a secret family. On the surface, my life looked perfect. I was Claire Thompson, the woman who had it all. A gorgeous home in the suburbs, an influential husband, a wardrobe filled with designer dresses, and invitations to every gala in the city. Daniel, my husband of 7 years, was admired by everyone. He was the man with the magnetic smile, the golden tongue, the brilliant mind. He had built his career from the ground up, or so he claimed, and I was proud to be his wife. To the outside world, we were the couple. The one everyone whispered about, envied, admired. But behind the curtains of our polished life, cracks were forming, cracks only I could see. It began subtly. Daniel became harder to reach. He'd vanish for hours, sometimes days, claiming he was busy with work or urgent business trips. His phone was always glued to him, and he guarded it like it contained nuclear codes. But the most telling sign? The way he sometimes slipped and called me Anna. At first, I brushed it off, telling myself maybe it was stress or exhaustion. But the unease in my stomach grew heavier each time. The truth revealed itself in the cruelest way. I was sorting laundry one quiet evening when I found a crumpled receipt in his pocket. Children's clothing. Tiny shoes. Pink dresses. Stuffed animals. My hands froze. We didn't have children. Daniel always insisted we weren't ready, that kids would derail his career. When I confronted him about it that night, he stumbled over his words, feeding me a weak excuse about buying gifts for a colleague's daughter. I wanted to believe him, but the lie was too clumsy. My gut screamed at me. That night, after he fell asleep, I searched deeper. His second phone, hidden in his gym bag, revealed everything. A flood of text messages. Pictures. Videos. Daniel with a little boy and girl who looked like miniature versions of him. A woman, soft-faced and tired-eyed, leaning against him. Family dinners, birthdays, soccer games, Christmas mornings. He wasn't just cheating. He had an entire second family. The next morning, I set his phone on the breakfast table and asked one question. Who are they? Daniel's fork clattered onto his plate. His face drained of all color. He stuttered, tried to gaslight me, claimed I was overthinking. But when I listed the children's names, Liam and Sophie, he froze. And then the truth poured out. Her name was Anna. They'd been together for 10 years, longer than me. He had built a double life, splitting his time between us. To me, he was the successful husband with ambition. To her, he was the devoted partner and father. When I asked why, his answer sliced through me. You were useful. Your family's connections helped me climb. Anna could never give me that. Useful. That's all I had ever been to him. I smiled. A smile that scared him. Because in that moment, I realized the power had shifted. For weeks, I pretended to forgive him. I told him we could work through it, that I needed time to heal. He believed me, relieved I wasn't leaving. But in the shadows, I was gathering evidence. Bank statements showing money siphoned into another household. Property documents proving he had secretly bought Anna a townhouse. Photos, receipts, every thread of his deceit neatly tied together in a folder. I became the actress of my own revenge play, playing the role of doting wife while I sharpened my knives. Then came the twist I never saw coming. Anna reached out to me. One evening, I received an email from her. Subject line, "We need to talk." When we met in a quiet cafe, I expected tears, anger, maybe even a fight. But Anna wasn't the naive victim I imagined. She knew about me. She always had. I let him think I didn't, she confessed, sipping her coffee with a steady hand. He paid the bills, kept me comfortable. Why would I throw that away? My stomach turned. She wasn't just the other woman. She was complicit, but she had her own revelation for me. Daniel wasn't just funding 2 households. He was drowning in gambling debts. He owed dangerous people, loan sharks, not banks. Anna had stayed because she feared what would happen if she left. For the first time, I saw her not as an enemy, but as another pawn in Daniel's game. At the court, with my ironclad evidence, the judge froze our accounts, repossessed his assets, and tilted the settlement heavily in my favor. Daniel sat there pale and broken, realizing his empire was built on sand. But fate wasn't done with him. Anna took the stand too, not out of love, but out of vengeance. She revealed his debts, his lies, his manipulations. She told the court how he used money meant for his children to pay for gambling and affairs with other women. Yes, there were more women. The courtroom gasped. I just smiled. When the dust settled, Daniel was left with nothing. His reputation? Shattered. His money? Gone. His family? Both families, gone. Anna moved away with the kids, cutting all ties. His old business partners distanced themselves from him, unwilling to be tainted by scandal. And the loan sharks he owed? They found him. The last I heard, he was living in a dingy one-bedroom apartment, working odd jobs to survive, ducking behind curtains whenever someone knocked on his door. As for me, I thrived. I took the money I won in the divorce and invested wisely. I traveled, studied things I had always put on hold, reconnected with old friends I had lost while being Daniel's wife. Most importantly, I discovered a strength I never knew I had. And every now and then, when someone asked if I regretted marrying him, I simply said, no. Because without him, I never would have learned just how powerful I can be. Months later, while on vacation in Italy, I received a message from Anna. It read, "He called me last night, begging to take him back. Said he had no one." I told him the truth, that he never had anyone. Not really. Only himself. For the first time in years, I laughed until I cried. Because Daniel's punishment wasn't just losing us. It was living with the truth that the man who once thought he had everything ended up with absolutely nothing. That's karma. And I didn't just leave my husband. I left him broke. Please subscribe to keep this channel going.